Friends, welcome back to this YouTube channel. In this video, let us discuss 50 multiple choice questions about IP address. These questions are important to prepare for exit exam. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel and write on the comment section how many you get out of 50. I hope you get good understanding and preparation concept about exit exam. Let's each question one by one. The first question says, which one of the following is true about IP version 4? The correct answer is B. A, it says it uses the hexadecimal numbering system, not it uses a binary numbering system and a decimal. But the correct answer is it has 32-bit addresses. Question number 2. What is the primary representation of the decimal number 80 in an IP version 4 address? A is the corresponding equivalent 18 in binary number. Question number 3. Which protocol operates as the transport layer is used for reliable communications? As you know, in the transport layer, there are different types of protocols that are unreliable and reliable. TCP is the transport layer protocol that is used for reliable communications, for secure communications. But UDP, it is also transport layer protocol, but not reliable. It is unreliable protocol. Question number 4. What does the TTL field in IP version 4 packet header represents? The TTL field in IP version 4 packet header represents time to live. 5. Which IP version 4 address is typically used to broadcast message to all nodes on the local network? B is the correct answer. Or the portion of the point which is 255.255.255.255, which is used for broadcast message for all nodes on the local network. What kind of address is 0.0.0 in IP version 4? Unspecified address, loopback address, multicast address, broadcast address. The 00 address in IP version 4 is unspecified address. 7. What's the primary purpose of the subnet mask? The subnet mask advantage is used to separate the network and host portion of an IP address. 8. Which field in the IP version 4 header indicates the version of the IP protocol? E version, header length, type of service, total length. The version field in the IP version 4 header indicates the version of the IP address protocol. 9. What technique allows multiple devices to use single public IP addresses? Subnetting, NAT, CIDR, VLAN. NAT, it allows multiple devices to use single public IP address. 10. What is common use of private IP address range? A is the correct answer. Internal network where public IP are not needed. So we can use private IP address for when public IP addresses are not needed. 11. What type of address does IP version 4 packet uses to communicate with multiple devices? unicast, multicast, broadcast, anycast. For multiple communication in multiple device, to communicate with multiple device, the type of address in IP version 4 is the multicast address. 12. What happens when a router receives an IP packet destined for and different networks? A. It drops the packet. It rewrites the destination address. It forwards the packet based on routing table. It sends an ICMP message. When the router receives an IP packet, it forwards the packet based on the routing table, the IP address from the routing table. So the correct answer is C. 30. Which IP version address is used for loopback testing? The IP version 4 address that used for the purpose of loopback testing is 127.0.0.1. 14. What is the purpose of Internet Control Message Protocol? A. Establish connections. B. Control congestion. C. Manage security. D. Provide error reporting and diagnostic. The purpose of Internet Control Message Protocol is it's used for error reporting and diagnostic. 1.5. Which of the following is an advantage of IP version 4? Simplicity and ease of use. Larger address space than IP version 4. 6. Built-in encryption. Efficient routing. The advantage of IP version 4 is for simplicity and ease of use. But it is not larger than address space than IP version 6, and it haven't built-in encryption, as well as it is not efficient for routing. Question number 16. What identifies unique IP packet across a network? Source IP address, destination IP address, source and destination IP address, both A and B. Source and destination IP address, that unique IP packet across a network. What is the decimal value of the binary subnet mask? On this class IP, the decimal value, each octet should be converted to decimal number. So the answer is C. How it works, how we can convert this binary subnet mask is the first octet change to 2555. Sorry. The second octet also to 55 because all are 1. The third also 55. Sorry, this one is insert to this. Then 00 change to zeros. So the decimal subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. C is the correct answer. How can you identify class A IP address? Is the first octet start with 0. The first octet starts with 1 to 136. The first octet starts with 128 to 191. The first octet starts with 192 up to 223. The class A IP address, the octet starts with 1 up to 126 as you have seen. 19. What protocol is used for error checking in IP version 4? TCP, UDP, ICMP, HTTP. The protocol that used for error checking in IP version 4 is ICMP, which stands for Internet Control Message Protocol. The correct answer is C. 20. What is broadcast address? Broadcast address that sends a packet to all devices in a subnet. Question 21. Which of the following statements about IP version 4 is true? IP version 4 address are 128 bit long. It's not false. It's 64 bit long only. IP version 4 supports auto configuration. IP version 4 has no private address space. It has hexadecimal for address. The correct answer is B, which supports auto configuration. 22. What command is used to display the IP configuration in Windows? ipconfig, ifconfig, ping, netstate. The correct answer is A, ipconfig, a command that is used to display in IP configuration in the Windows operating system. 22. What is the function of the ARP protocols? Address resolution protocol, which stands A. Resolve IP address to MAC address, resolve domain name to IP address, manage IP address allocation, provide error detection. Address resolution protocol resolves IP address to the MAC addresses. Question number 24. Which of the following protocol is connection oriented? HCP, B UDP, C ICMP, D IGMP. The protocol which is connection oriented from the list is TCP. Question number 25. Which of the following is feature of IP version 4? Built-in security, no limitation on address space, simple hardware structure, better support for mobile device. IP version 4 is simple header structures. In IP version 4, what is the default subnet mask for class C addresses? For class C address in IP version 4, the first first three portions used for the network host, and the remaining one octet or the last octet used for the host portion. So the subnet mask is the first three represented with 255. So C is the correct answer. As you know, in the class C, the subnet mask is 255.255.255 as the network portion. 0.0 is for the host portion. What class of IP version 4 address is reserved for multicast? Class A, Class B, Class D, Class E. For multicast, Class D IP version 4 address reserved. As you know, in the Class D it is used for multicast. Class E for research purpose, but others can be used for the subnetting for node representations. Question number 28. What is the purpose of subnetting in IP version 4? Increase the number of IP addresses, to improve network security, to connect different networks, to divide large network into smaller manageable networks. The purpose of subnetting in IP version 4 is used for dividing large networks into smaller manageable networks. D is the correct answer. Question number 29. Which protocol is used to dynamically assign IP addresses? DNS, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, HTTP, FTP. The protocol that is used to dynamically assign IP address is DHCP. Question number 30. What do you call network based on IP version 4 that uses 10.x.x.x addresses? Public network, local network, global network, private network. Private network based on IP version 4 that uses 10.x.x.x addresses. 31. What is the maximum number of unique IP addresses available in IP version 4? to the power of 32 is the maximum number of unique IP address available in IP version 4. Question number 32. What is the difference between public IP address and private IP address? The difference between public and private IP address is in public IP addresses are routable on the internet, while the private IP addresses are not routable on the internet. 33. What does IP version 4 stands for? IP version 4 stands for Internet Protocol version 4. 34. In CIDR notation, what does the backslash 24 signifies? Sorry, it is a forward slash. 8. 24 bits are used for the host portion, for the network part, for the address in total, for the networks. 24 signifies 24 bits are used for the network part, not 24 networks. So the correct answer is B. What is the range of class A IP address? The range of class A IP address is 0 up to 127. Question number 36. How many usable hosts are there in class C subnets? The number of hosts in the class C subnet are 254. Because in class C subnets, 8 bits for the host portion, total address to the power of 8 to 156. From this 256, 1 for the network and 1 for the broadcast address, totally 254 is the usable host. Question number 37. What is the broadcast address for the subnet? For this subnet, the broadcast address is A 122.168.1.0 because for the subnet, the network address 122.168.1.0. So on the broadcast address, the host portion should be 255. 38. Class B network has how many bits for the network portion? In the class B, the first 2 octets used for the network and the remaining 2 octets used for the host portion. So the number of the remaining 2 octets are 16 bits. 1 octet 8 bits. 2 octets are 16 bits. 39. What is the main difference between TCP and UDP? The protocol in the transport layer protocols, the TCP is the connection oriented, while UDP is connectionless or unreliable protocol. So A is the difference between them. 40. What is an advantage of using private IP addresses? More unique address, improved security, faster communication, all of the above. The advantage of private IP address is for security purpose. What is the primary advantage of IP version 6 over IP version 4? The advantage of IP version 6 over IP version 4 is large address space only. 42. Which command can be used to check the route taken by packets to a specific IP address? Ping, tracerate, nslookup, ipconfig. The command used to check the route taken by packet to specific IP address is tracerate for the window bus, for the other tracerate route. 43. What is the result of using subnet mask of 255.255.255.214? A is the correct answer. Question 44. What does the command ping 127.0.0.1 accomplishes? The command ping by 127.0.0.1 or loopback address is to test the connection to the local hosts. 45. How many bits are used for the host part in class B IP address? For class B IP address, for the host part 16 and the network part also 60, so D is the correct answer. 46. How many bits of IP version 6 address are used for the interface identifiers? The number of bits of IP version 6 are used for the interface identifier is 64 bits. For IP version 4, 32 bits. 47. Which command shows the routing table on the window machine? Nested ipconfig route ping. The route command shows the routing table on the Windows machine. 49. What does the nslookup command do? Check network connectivity, resolve domain name to IP address, display current IP configuration, ping specified host. The correct answer is resolve domain name to IP address. The command which nslookup command that is used to resolve domain name to IP address. The last question, if device is configured with static IP address, what does it mean? The answer is the IP address is permanently assigned and does not change. Already displayed the answer. So this is the last. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Bye bye.